scrutinizer attending this 14th annual general meeting through video conference. I thank all the members for joining in the meeting and sincerely hope the members are safe and good health. Due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and in order to ensure the safety and the security of the members and employees of the company, this AGM being held through video conference in compliance with the directions of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Security and Exchange Board of India. The company has taken requisite steps to enable the members to participate and vote on them being considered in this AGM. Since there is no physical presence of the members, the requirement of the appointing the proxy is not applicable. Registers and other documents required to be kept open for inspection under the Companies Act is placed in the website of the company under the head of AGM document. The members who have not voted earlier through remote e-voting can cast their vote in the course of the meeting through e-voting facility. The annual report of financial year 2019-20 comprising the notice of the AGM, audited financial statements, boards and audited report have been sent through the electronic mode to all the members who have registered their email address with the company or their respective depository participants as on 4th of September 2020. Consequently, I will take the notice convening the meeting and the auditor's report on both the standalone and consolidated financial statement as read. I would like to mention that there were no qualifications, observations and adverse comment or remarks in the statutory auditor's report or secretarial auditor report. Before going on to the discussion, the highlight of the financial year 2019-20, I would like to apprise you about the financial performance of your company during the year of 1920. During the year under review, the total revenue of the company is 256.92 crores against 344.15 crores in the previous year. The decline is mainly due to the reduction of sale of ranitidine on account of the nitrosamine impurity guidelines from the regulatory authorities and the reduction of the sale of ARV intermediates for the customer. The production has declined 1364 metric tons of API and their intermediate in comparison with the 2040 metric tons of the previous year. PAT of the company for the year has also declined 9.14 crores as against 16.63 crores in the previous year. The company reserves were 110.23 crores as on 31st March 2020. The year that passed by has been challenging due to the decline in ranitidine business of the company, which is the major contribution to the top line. Currently, the company is providing the products within prescribed NDMA impurities limit, yet release and are constantly working for the reduction of NDMA impurities. Post US FDA statement to recall the review the said molecule, various regulatory authorities globally are reviewing the information and few have altered the procurement. Customers in countries are taking trial with improved process developed by company. However, company does not foresee any significant impact on the bottom line profitability as a ranitidine molecule, although it is a high volume product, but it is a low margin business. Meanwhile, we have strengthened our sales in our other existing products range of APIs and intermediates. We are also planning to launch new APIs and intermediates in the ongoing financial year 2020-21 from the newly established R&D center. The company has entered into the contract manufacturing cooperation on the few intermediates. Your company is further exploring tie-ups in API and intermediates with existing and new customer base. Company is confident to maintain the sustainable revenue stream. Moving forward, the strategic acquisition of Mahi Drugs Private Limited Vizag as a wholly owned subsidiary is not only added to the value of your company but also provides the flexibility in terms of supporting the intermediates to the group and also consolidating its own products. We are enhancing the capacity in intermediates and adding new API lines in Mahi Drugs in financial year 2020 and 21. Why? Because of we don't want to depend on China particularly. That's why we are expanding our capacity. So further, I am glad to inform that the company has received the 2 awards in the financial year 1920. We have received the prestigious Indian Pharma Bulk Drug Company of the year 2019 from Department of Pharmaceuticals, Government of India. And also company also received the Outstanding Expert Performance Award 2018-19 in All-Round Rising Star category from Pharmaxy. On CSR, your company has recently initiated for laying roads at Kajapalli village and providing a sanitary and educational facility in vicinity area of the manufacturing facilities and also in other villages. Talking about the COVID-19, the word that comes to mind is unprecedented. In the initial stage of the pandemic, as the country is braced itself for an extended lockdown, the Indian pharmaceutical industry rose to the challenge and ensured the country in its operation. Your company response was twofold. First, we had to ensure the safety and well-being of our employees. Second, we had to ensure the continuous supply of quality pharmaceutical product. On both counts, I am pleased to inform that the company has done a good work by following the strict COVID precautions. True, there was several challenges we had to encounter in the initial stage. Our employees struggled to reach work, logistics were challenging, but eventually everything was streamlined. Further, please note that as per the requirement in AGM notice dated on the 21st August 2020, resolution numbers 1 and 2 are mandatory, required to be deposited at the AGM under section 102 of the Companies Act 2013, and resolution number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 are special business and were considered and important and unavoidable by the board and hence proposed at this AGM. E-voting facility is open. Members may please go to the e-voting page on the CDSL e-voting website and cast the vote while at the same time watching the proceedings of the meeting. We have received good wishes and compliments from many shareholders who would not join the meeting. We acknowledge the sentiments and thank them for their continued support. I will now call one by one those members who are registered to speak, and we will answer their questions once their session is over. I will call out the names of the speakers and mentioned by company secretary. The moderator may then unmute the speakers. First speaker, Mr. Chandrasekhar, you have been unmuted and you can speak now.
Sir, please mention the full name, sir.
Mr. Chandrasekhar.
No, sir. Mr. Chandrasekhar is not joining this meeting.
I think G. Kishore Babu.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I speak, sir? Can I speak, sir? Yeah.
Please.
Good evening to everybody. Good evening to my chairman, managing director, and other directors. I have two questions to ask. First is that what are the reasons for declining in turnover for the financial year 2019 and 20 compared to the immediate previous turnover of 2018 and 19? Decrease in turnover when compared to 2018 and 19. And also, I would like to know the status of the ranitidine sales. And my second question is that what is the future outlook of the company when if the ranitidine sale is affecting in future?
Your first point is already I explained my chairman's speech already. It is the ranitidine is a sudden impact because we are the largest exporters in the country. But sudden impact is we are doing this product is almost last 30 years. But suddenly this NDMA issue came and regulatory authorities asked them to ask us to stop the product to export our domestic market. Suddenly we stopped. That's where I think that is the biggest impact to come down the top line. So second point is anyhow to overcome that. I think we are adding the additional intermediates and APIs. I think we reached almost 255 crores or something, 258 crores. I think this year, I think this is continuing. Recently, I think this year, again, ranitidine local market offtake started, and also some of the non-regulatory areas also it is moving. So I think it may not be that much volumes won't go, but definitely I think some revenue will be generated this year on ranitidine part. Finally, once US FDA is still reviewing the stability on NDMA, I think by end of this year we will know what is the status of the regulatory market. Regarding the second point, what you asked for the
Future outlook of the company. Future outlook of the company.
Yeah, future of the company. Future of the company definitely it's a company is not only depending on the ranitidine. I think it's already we are in the new product basis and also we are into the intermediates also. Import substituted intermediates we are planning, and also I think by third quarter I think it is going to be the commercialized all the intermediates, and also we are doing some APIs. I think we are very much confident and we will again regain the top line.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now the speaker shareholder, Mr. P.D. Gupta.
Please unmute Mr. P.D. Gupta.
Sir, Mr. P.D. Gupta is not joined in this meeting.
Then now I invite the third speaker, shareholder, Mr. Rao.
Sir, please mention his full name, sir.
Durga Prasad Rao.
Durga Prasad Rao.
Yeah, Mr. Durga Prasad Rao, you are unmuted now.
Yeah, good afternoon to everyone. Yes, sir. Chairman, sir, what is the impact of the current pandemic COVID-19 on the company as well as growth?
I think if they say operational wise, there is no impact. Maybe in the initial stage, I think we suffered almost 10-15 days. I think there is no big operation, but after that, I think slowly we recovered, and within 1 month's time, we went to the full-fledged operations. Absolutely, there is no problem. We are following the government guidelines. Social distance and mask, we are following all the systems. There is no, literally, if you say, there is no impact on the COVID-19. Maybe sometimes shortage of non-available of raw materials or logistics problem that's got delayed, but not any major impact on this particular pandemic 19 issue.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. The second question is, what are the steps taken by the company to overcome the lockdown and COVID issues?
So I think in the lockdown time, I think we have to see the employees' health is, I think we take care of the employees' health. I think whoever is affected for the COVID, I think we have taken care of all those things, and also we have given the full treatment, and also we are following the hygienic atmosphere, and the facilities also is putting as a hygienic system, and safety. We have to see the first. We are seeing the employee safety. That and also sometimes social distance. We are maintaining the social distance. I think it's a time schedule of the shift. We are 12. We made the 12-hour shift. I think we have taken all the precautions at the time of lockdown.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. Durga Prasad.
Thank you, sir.
Now I invite the fifth speaker, shareholder Kamal Kishore.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Shri Kamal Kishore Jawal.
No, sir. Mr. Kamal Kishore is not joined in this meeting.
He has not joined?
No, sir.
Okay.
Now I invite sixth speaker, shareholder Srikanth.
Jawal.
हाँ नमस्कार साहब, मैं कमल किशोर बोल रहा हूँ।
कमल किशोर जी है।
कमल किशोर और श्रीकांत।
क्वार्टर कैसा रहेगा बताइए। और सर अपना इक्विटी इतना छोटा है, आप इसमें पहले 150 साल नहीं थी, इसमें डिविडेंड कम से कम एसएमएस फार्मा से ज्यादा इंप्रूवमेंट होना चाहिए, क्योंकि इसमें भी आपका शेयर होल्डिंग प्रोमोटर का ज्यादा है, स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर बहुत कम है, प्रोमोटर ज्यादा बेनिफिट है छोटे शेयर होल्डर को। और आगे फ्यूचर में अपना ये साल एक्सपेक्टेशन टर्नओवर प्रॉफिट आ सकता है, बताइए सर। थैंक यू। हेलो एक मिनट सर।
हेलो सर, मेरा नाम सुरेश चंद जैन, मैं कंपनी का बहुत पुराना शेयर होल्डर हूँ। सर आपका चेयरमैन स्पीच सुन के मुझे बहुत ही प्रसन्नता हुई, बहुत ही अच्छा और सरल भाषा के अंदर आपने कंपनी का रूपरेखा हमारे सामने रखी, उसके लिए आपको तथा आपकी टीम को मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। सर इसी प्रकार वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस रखी है सर, मेरे को लॉगिन करना नहीं आता था, मैं राजेंद्र कुमार जी को मैं बोला सर लॉगिन करने का नहीं है, इसलिए मैं पहली मीटिंग और दूसरी मीटिंग के अंदर लॉगिंग नहीं हुआ, इसलिए मैं कमल किशोर जी के साथ मैं पार्टी से हुआ हूँ और चाहता हूँ कि कंपनी इसी प्रकार दिन आगे की तरफ बढ़े। ज्यादा टाइम न लेते हुए मैं आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ सर। इसी प्रकार वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस आगे भी इसी कार्य करे सर, इसके लिए मैं आप एक बार फिर आपको तथा आपकी टीम को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। और सर NSE लिस्टिंग कराइए ना सर, आगे के लिए शेयर का रेट भी अच्छा था।
कट गया। आपका बधाइयों का बहुत धन्यवाद। आपका आवाज काट रहे, फिर भी आपका कुछ डिटेल्स अगर भेजना चाहे तो आप ईमेल भेज दीजिए, हमको तुरंत वापस आएंगे। कंपनी सेक्रेटरी को ईमेल भेज दीजिए आपको कुछ सलाह है तो कंपनी स्वीकार करेंगे। आपका भी धन्यवाद फॉर द सजेशंस गिवन। थैंक यू सर। మామూలుగా కవరేజ్ చెప్పారు అంతే కదా, ఏదో ఒక ఐటమ్ చెప్తాడు కట్టేసి
NSE, NSE already is listed in NSE.
ఎన్ఎస్సీనే మనది ఎన్ఎస్సీ బిఎస్సీ రెండింటిలో ఉంది కదా.
Still is online.
Is he still online? Is the shareholder
Yes,
is
sir.
online still?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sorry, sir, we have not seen NSE listing. Sorry, sir.
जी जी कुछ समझ नहीं पाया।
नहीं सर, वो
आपका आवाज
जो
काट रहे
NSE
हैं।
सॉरी सर, वो हम नहीं देखे थे, सॉरी इसके लिए बोल रहे हैं। हेलो,
माफ करना सर।
We are unable to hear your voice.
आप ईमेल भेज दीजिए कष्ट करके, हम तुरंत वापस आएंगे आपको। Go to next shareholder.
Anyhow, we will go to the next shareholders. Now I invite the seventh speaker, shareholder Ramesh Manguluri.
Mr. Ramesh Mangluri, you are unmuted now. You can speak.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
First of all, I would like to compliment the management for maintaining its almost normal operations in spite of challenges like COVID-19 pandemic. Sir, I have one question, sir. Are we confident of manufacturing the ranitidine HCl well within the limit set by the US FDA?
I think as per product concerned, I think we are very much confident on them, but only what USFDA is asking for the stability data from formulators. I think if the USFDA asks for the stability data, 12 month stability data, but we have already submitted the 6 month stability data. 6 month stability data is acceptable. Now I think 12 months data we have to submit before end of fifty to 100 crores.
What would be the capex you are going to spend? What is the amount?
I think before by end of 2020, 21 or 21, 22. So together I think it's a 100 crores approximately.
So, okay, thank you. Wish you all the best, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Now I invite the eighth speaker, shareholder Ravikumar Naredi.
Mr. Ravi Kumar, you can speak now.
He's not there.
Yeah, he's there, but he's not speaking. Mr. Ravi Kumar.
Okay. Mr. Ravi Kumar Naredi. We'll wait for him 1 second, and then otherwise next speaker will give, and we'll give my opportunity.
Sir, I think there is some issue with the system, but he's not.
Okay, again, I think we will go again. So now I invite the ninth speaker, shareholder, Mr. K. Bharat Raj.
No, sir. No, sir. Mr. Bharat Raj has not joined. Bharat H. Shah is there in the meeting.
Bharat Raj.
Bharat Raj is not joined.
Okay, then now I invite the 10th speaker, shareholder, Mr. Rahul Kumar Paliwal.
Yeah, Mr. Rahul, you can speak now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, so my question is more on our strategic view on the APIs opportunities which company can foresee, keeping the context of things moving from China to India and the way government is promoting the local manufacturing. So, what kind of opportunity company do see? I just heard that we are planning around 50 to 100 CR capex. Can you narrow down it to a particular number? And we are a very tiny company, I guess, just having market cap of 200 crore. So how we are going to fund this 50 to 100 CR capex? That's question number two. I see our dependence on one particular molecule, ranitidine, right? So how we are diversifying the risk going forward, and maybe you can put some color on growth for next 2 to 3 years in uh, in the sectors that you mentioned in the website and annual report, APIs, and then you spoke about CRAMS and intermediary opportunities as well. So how looking from that perspective? As of now, what is our percentage in terms of total revenue in term export versus domestic, and how many clients we have added or planning to add in last 1 year to next 1 year? So thanks for the opportunity. Wish you all the best to the management.
Thank you. So your first question.
Yeah, I am Sharad Kumar, Audit Committee Chairman. The first question I will answer. See, I am not going by the market cap of my company, which is irrelevant as a promoters here. The net worth of the company stands at 113 crores. Net worth of the company stands at 113 crores. Vis-a-vis, my financial liabilities borrowings are only 23 crores so far. I am having approximately a cash profit of 15 to 20 crores minimum each year. Last year it was more. I am talking about the present year, which is less due to a little impact of COVID. In the normal average year, my cash profits are in the region of 20 crores. So, my ability to raise capital to the extent of 50 to 100 crore is just very easily, not capital, loans. And my repayment ability is also very, very comfortable. With cash flow of 20 crores per year, I can service a debt of about 50 to 60, 70, 80 crores very comfortable. Regarding the products and market, the chairman will answer the question.
I think, can you answer this one?
Sure. So coming to the products, basically we are adding a lot of contract manufacturing with different Indian customers and foreign customers in high volume products of intermediates. From our R&D center that we started last year, we launching 5 APIs this year, and on an ongoing basis every year we'll be launching APIs. So definitely we are working on reducing the impact of ranitidine in the overall revenues. So that's how we are working on increasing the revenues.
And also I will add one more thing is ranitidine is still we are producing ranitidine and selling into the local market. The ranitidine is not totally zero. It is still maybe 10, 15, 20% in the top line. I think it is the contribution is there.
Right, sir. How about export and percentage, like as of now, in terms of total top line?
Around, export is around 30%.
30, right?
Yes, yes.
Future?
Okay.
Up to 50%.
Future, we expect it will be around 40%.
I see. And can we? Okay, you want to something? So can we segregate revenue in terms of APIs, intermediary, and CRAMS as of now? Like what percentage we are earning from? Yeah.
See, currently the major revenue is coming from APIs and intermediates. In terms of contract manufacturing or CRAMS, we are more into like generics and established products. We're not majorly with the innovative companies. So, but we have signed a couple of agreements with customers where the contributions would increase. As we were saying, as the chairman was mentioning, we're focusing on a lot of import substitute products and even other intermediates, volume intermediates in the ARV segment. So in the long term, I think it will be around 20% in CRAMS and the rest in APIs and intermediates.
Sounds good, sir. Chairman, sir, would you like to give any guidance on growth front for next 2 to 3 years? Any color on that? And that concludes my question.
Growth trend, I think we cannot answer this.
You cannot. That is
no, definitely overall, if you see we are very confident to, I think it's the future is going to be very good for the SMS Life Sciences. So, but figures and all those things we cannot discuss on this platform.
I appreciate, sir. Maybe I missed one last question. I see some news between SMS, Pharma, and Life. The promoter families are different, and they are, taking over each other's stake. Can you put some light on that as well?
I think it is too early to discuss about that discussion. Anyhow, that I think we both are discussing that one, but not at finalized. I think once it is finalized, definitely we will form as per the regulatories, we will form the first and then we will announce.
Thank you so much and all the best.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other shareholder left?
So I think all the shareholders completed. Okay.
One minute. Any shareholder is left? Anybody raising a hand or something? Admin?
Sir, we didn't enable the raise hand option, sir.
Huh?
We didn't enable the raise hand option for this meeting, sir.
Okay. Any names read out? One person is not available.
Ravi Kumar.
Ravi Kumar Naredi. Is he available by any chance?
Actually, two Ravi Kumar were in this meeting, sir. Ravi Vijay Kumar is there. Ravi Kumar.
Okay, let them send a mail. Whoever it is.
Yes.
We can jump. Anybody could not watch it. Next
pair. In case of any queries by the shareholders who are not registered as a speaker are requested to send their queries through email to the company. On receipt of any such queries through email, the company will send the suitable response to them. Mr. Sudhir Babu, practicing company secretary, has been appointed as a scrutinizer for the meeting to observe the process of e-voting and submit his report on the same. I also authorize the company secretary to accept and acknowledge and countersign the scrutinizer's report and declare the e-voting results on receipt of the scrutinizer's report. The result will be announced within 48 hours from the conclusion of the meeting and the same will be informed to the stock exchanges and will be uploaded on the company's website. Before ending, I would like to thank each one of you shareholders, directors and bankers, financial institutions, business partners and government authorities for their cooperation and valuable support extended. I also wish to place on record my sincere appreciation of the contribution made by the employees at all levels through their dedication and hard work is enabling the companies to prosper during the tough times. Thank you. I think hand over to CS.
Yeah, CS can take over.
Hello.
Sir, since there is no other business to be transacted, I request Murthy sir to give vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. I sincerely thank one and all those who have attended this meeting through video conference and participated in conducting this meeting smoothly. I thank all of the shareholders for their support and encouragement. I also thank our employees who have made arrangements in making this event a grand success. Thank you and all. Thank you.
Again, hand over to CS.
Thank you, Murthy sir. Members may please voting platform will continue for the next 15 minutes and members who have not cast their vote yet are requested to do so. Thank you. The meeting is hereby concluded. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Roy Garu, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Garu.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Nilvai Garu.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shravan.
Garu, Venkateswara Garu, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, all directors and
Mayor Garu, Garu.